Okay, now we're going to get into ramping. Ramping is basically when we end up adding in additional modules later on throughout the year. So let's say in this example, we were going to get them all these different types of licenses. Let's go ahead and simplify things a little bit here by zeroing these numbers out. So with ramping, let's say we've got these 20 individuals, but we want to bring in 20 more of all of these, let's say 6 months into the year. So in that case, what we can do is we're looking at 3 different type of licenses. We're looking at the Salesforce Power Dialer. We're looking at the Salesforce Inbound, and we're looking at MCall. And we're going to be doing an additional 20 of these. And here is where we'll indicate where we want those to, when we want those to happen. So how many months under contract are these going to be? And if we do 6 months, then we'll show what the start date of those new licenses is going to be reflected here. So this makes sure that you're on the same page as your client. Now, what you'll notice too is that when we have an implementation for 20 people, our implementation goes up. I'll go ahead and clear these out just so you can kind of see that again. So right there it's at 3456. We throw in these 20 down the line 6 months, and it is now at 5,300. Now I've given you an option to split that implementation up into 2. You can have it so that the implementation for the first 20 seats is done, right up front, paid on that day when you guys start the contract, or paid before that, but the contract effective that day. And then with this allows you to basically say we're going to have these automatically come in on the day that we've said that the additional ramp licenses will be showing. So if we change this to month 8, remember it was saying January 1st before, this will also reflect the right date that it's ramping in. So same thing applies for any additional modules we'll be ramping in. Let's say we wanted to do that vision, but they don't want to do it just yet. So let's just say that we're going to be doing the vision licenses. And we're going to be doing 40 of those to include everyone in the company at this point. And that's coming in at month 8. And at the same time, we're also going to do 1 campaign. Actually, if we're going to do a campaign, it's over here. The Vision Campaign tool, because it's used for multiple individuals. So, those are usually going to be something like that you sell 1, 2, or 3 of. So let's just say we're doing 3 in this case, and those are also coming at the same time, month 8. So you'll see the different implementations being reflected here. So we were going to ramp in Vision at month 8, and so here you have it with a ramped implementation date showing up then. So that it's really as simple as that. Now going back to the proposal, if you remember, we hid that total. Let's go ahead and show that total again. Now by default it'll be showing in there anyway. But let's see here. Now we did a whole bunch of changes, so in this case we got to click on that button. Do this every single time you do changes. But we can see now what this is going to look like and what it's going to be with all the different totals. Now let's just say though that we're going to be doing a 3-year agreement. Sometimes reps will get a little scared that they're, offering such a huge number in terms of what it's going to cost over the agreement period. So, you've got your total over the agreement period listed here on all of these. If you don't want those to show, you can actually just click on this and say hide the agreement totals. Do that filtering again. And you'll have those, charges over the agreement period hidden for the most part, the big scary ones. So other than that, there's a lot of flexibility in how you can do this, but that is pretty much it for ramping.